So today I am going to do a collective reading based on the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck by Kim Krans, or Cranes. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I think it's Krans from how it's spelled, but I've only just bought this and I was really excited. I've seen this being used in Witch and Spice videos, and she always reads from the book. And as this is new, I'm going to do the same because I've not got a lot of experience with this book or this deck, but it's so beautiful. And the reading I've done today is a 7-card reading, and it's called The Rose That Gives the Bees Honey. And in the book it says, the rose is a comprehensive and complex snapshot of the vitality within one's alchemical garden, sorry. This spread is based on the alchemical motto, Dat Rosa Mel Apibus, the rose that gives the bees honey. I'm sorry if I absolutely said that wrong. Using the flower-like mandala shape as a psychic map, it illuminates that which is serving and draining you, and aspects of the past, present, and future that seeks to be recognized. So, the first card we have is right in the middle, and it's Separatio, separation. So I'm going to read that. So for the first card, this is the sacred center. This central area is known as the ovary of the flower. From it, the overall psychic health is made visible. If a card of imbalance appears here, it is likely there is an element of misalignment or depletion in the psychic field, and the overall direction needs to be recalibrated. Without judgment, use the card that appears here to identify the central theme. So this is one of the 8 operations. So, separatio is the great alchemical operation of the sword. It occurs when substances are pulled apart for their higher good. Either willingly or unwillingly, the fissure may take place suddenly with a swift blow of the axe, or slowly over time with a dull blade. No matter how separatio occurs, it will likely be a painful process for all involved. Images of swords and knives, battles, rebellion, breakups, divorce, and atom splitting are expressions of separatio. The good news is that separatio prepares the individual for a more conscious union down the line. It releases the stagnant energy and allows the parts to see themselves as individuals. This stage is a prerequisite for conjunctio, union, love. Through the pain of separatio, we come to accept and love ourselves as we truly are, and in turn, we love the world. As I'm reading this, a little fly has just landed on the picture of the card in the book, on separation, on the word separation. So whenever I get little things, which happen a lot, now it's flying around me. So in the book, when you turn it around, it says, language is also a way that separatio is expressed. Through labels, titles, and definitions, notice whether your word choices are inclusive or exclusive and adjust as necessary. It's likely there's been a hot mess in the laboratory for a while. Once you're past the initial glow, which could take a long time, you'll be singing separatio's praises. Go deeper. Listen to I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor. To ponder, is there anything that does not separate? So that is the first card. So number 2 is the moon, and this is one of the 11 cosmic forces, I believe. Just check. Yep. And this is card number 2. So for this one in the reading, it's called Petal of the Past, and it's a dynamic from the past that still lingers in the psychic field. So the moon says, the moon represents the mother of all mysteries. Once a month, it slips into the full spotlight and then quietly disappears, only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with the message of impermanence. The moon reminds us we are in constant transition, a continual process of letting go. It is the yin principle, one of listening rather than speaking. This card may indicate a time of rest and restoration is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened. The alchemist's task is to be receptive to its message. Be patient, though, as the moon speaks in the language of symbols, and deciphering its messages takes time and receptivity. Magic is afoot. Sink into it, sweet child. The moon has a cooling and soothing effect on the psyche. In a reading, think of this lunar card bringing a sense of ease and stillness to the surrounding cards. Notice what stage the moon is in when you do your readings. New moon and full moon can be particularly potent times to do readings, but all the moon's phases offer unique energy. I think we're entering the new moon, so that might mean something. And it says to go deeper, practice Yoga Nidra, the subtle art of dreaming awake, to ponder the center of the moon. So the third card we have is called the Petal of Forgiveness, and it is the Peacock's tail. And this is Petal of Forgiveness, an image or a feeling that must be forgiven in order for the flower to bloom more fully. It is often related to the letting go of dynamics found in card 2, which was the moon. So this is one of the 22 mysteries. And this says, the peacock's tail is a sacred image in alchemy. The mesmerizing display of tail feathers opens to mark the alchemist having shifted from single to multi-perspective. This is a great achievement. The alchemist has opened 1,000 sets of eyes instead of one. They've discarded black and white thinking and allowed the full spectrum of colours, nuances and solutions to come into the fold. Creative solutions to complex social and political polarities can be found in this sacred space. The force field of possibilities has opened, and the alchemist has entered a new paradigm belonging to multiplicity, dimensionality, and inclusion. Utilize this perspective for positive change while it lasts. When falling back into black and white thinking, as any alchemist will do, envision the splendor of the peacock's tail. Each feather contains a shimmering universe of possibility. Bring as much color in as you can today. Experiment. Use it as a therapeutic means of expression and a way to loosen up rigid thoughts. Notice the palette of the cards. Are they black and white or leaning towards a certain color? There is wisdom to be gleaned from the colors' messages. We do have a lot of rainbow colors, haven't we, in the cards? That could mean something. And also kind of a lot of yellow and orange. So like the sacral chakra and solar plexus. So it says to go deeper, watch the movie The Wizard of Oz. I don't know about you, but I've had a lot of like yellow brick road messages come up in a lot of videos I've watched. And it says to ponder 1,000 eyes. So the fourth card we have at the top is rotation. And this one says petal of the present, the dynamics of the present state of consciousness. So rotation is one of the operations cards. And this is petal of the present, the dynamics of the present state of consciousness. And this card says, rotatio is the great alchemical operation of the wheel. Through its circularity, it indicates that work performed again and again and again produces results. It reminds us our efforts are cumulative, not singular, nor is the work ever fixed or finished. Rather, the alchemist rises each day to tend to the laboratory, to weave their work into the world. It is the epitome of the alchemical axiom, idem mutata resurgo. Although changed, I arise the same. This operation is expressed through images of the circle, the spiral, the Ouroboros, and the wheel. By its non-hierarchical shape, we are tossed back into the spin just when we thought we had figured it all out. Though this stage can be frustrating and cause a fair amount of restlessness, it is the heart of all spiritual practices. This operation connects us to the element of time. The alchemist learns how to use time like any other element, not to waste it, but to expand it and appreciate its gifts. If you've been repeating actions and getting the same results, this card is an opportunity to see the pattern and make a new choice. Spin the wheel in a new direction. Go deeper, listen to George Harrison's All Things Must Pass. To ponder, is there anything that does not repeat? So the fifth card we have is the Petal of Offering, a natural gift or talent that must be offered to others through service. Often it's related to card number 4. So rotation and conjunction. So conjunction is also an operations card. So conjunctio is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of colour. Unlike coagulatio, conjunctio represents a conscious and benevolent union, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experiencing conjunctio is one of the blessings of the human experience, whether the bond is with human nature or divinity. Recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites arises the infinite. The alchemist is patient and true to their own heart. Do not be fooled by preconceived images of what conjunctio looks like. Love is creative and therefore seeks new forms. Take note if this card appears in the vicinity of the alchemical wedding or the Venus card. If so, the message of love is resonating loud and clear. We do not have either of those cards. Go deeper. Look at No Tsar, the current standpoint of the Mahatmas by Hilma of Klint. To ponder the centre of the lemniscate. I don't know what that means. You might have to look at that up. The lemniscate. So it's spelled Lemniscate. So I will look that up as well. So the sixth card we have is the Blue Temple. And this is Petal of the Future, the new growth or blossoming that awaits. So this is one of the 22 mysteries. It says, welcome to the Blue Temple, the home of the alchemical imagination. You have entered a space of new depths, new possibilities. The inner eye opens and you become willing to see in a new way. To understand this card, one must study blue itself. It is the celestial colour of the sky, the ocean, and the peacock star, which we've got. Though potent, blue slips away. Through this colour, our imagination threads together experiences both grim and glorious. Think blue films and blue ribbons, the halls of heaven and the harrows of melancholy. We are taken into the depths of mood, of tone, of the rhythm of the blues. The eternal mystery of blue will only deepen as we study it, and this is precisely the point. Leave the cerebral behind. Cloak yourself in a sapphire robe and sit quietly in the vault of mysteries. Many people dismiss the azure vault as nonsense. Don't worry about them. Stay tuned to your own attendance. To this sacred place and notice how you feel there. Once in a blue moon is a significant phrase. If the Blue Temple card and the Moon card appear together, take note. The unlikely is the most likely. Ooh, we've got the Moon card as well. So that's quite auspicious. And it says to go deeper, look at the surrealist and Dadaist work and let your imagination roam. To ponder Earth as the azure vault. Interesting. So, for card, so that was, card number 6 of the future. And then 7 is the bottom, which is Petal of Nourishment, the source of nourishment from which the golden flower grows. If there is an imbalance with card 1, look to this card for clues as to why. It indicates what the flower is absorbing. So Mercury. So Mercury is one of the 11 cosmic forces, and it says, in the realm of Mercury, anything is possible. The energy is transfixing and seductive, just like the metal itself. Since this planet rules commerce and communication, it's likely there are deals, contracts, and calls being exchanged that will spin you into a whirl of mercurial wonder. Don't rush big decisions or get caught in the mesmerizing energy. Rather, pay particular attention to the precise words that are being spoken and written. There may be a trick underway, maybe not. No one is sure yet. It is said that the energy of Mercury is found in the pinky finger and that its ally colour is green. Enjoy your time in this emerald hall of mirrors. Just don't sign your name on the dotted line until what is liquid becomes solid, until clear words are expressed by an honest tongue. Well, that's interesting. Mercury is related to the god Hermes, a psychopomp and messenger of the gods. Witty and quick, Hermes can be seen in all things winged and swift, and in the Cadius. Mercury reigns over all forms of communication. It is a particularly potent time for writing, learning, teaching. The pen is an excellent channel of Mercury's power. Go deeper. Look up the statue Mercury and Psyche by Reinhold Begas, 1857, to ponder the riddle with no answer. Wow. So let me know what you think of this reading, or if you have any insights or anything in the comments, because I'm very new to these cards. I don't know if anyone else has had experiences with these cards, but I think they're beautiful, and it's got a lot of information at the beginning about alchemy, and yeah, it's a really good read, and it's a lovely deck. But yeah, like the communication thing, get a time to write. I've been feeling like that. I've been journaling a lot and getting a lot of insight. So around the new moon, it's kind of a time to go within and put pen to paper, or do some voice notes or something, just to I'm wanting to learn new things all the time, but I think this is a particular time where that's what I'm being called for. So yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, until next time, bye.